What's going on, y'all? This is Trev, DREF.
Word 'em up. The DOC.
I'm just saying that is so 80s right there. Word 'em up. Word up.
You ain't never lied. That was the magazine too, right?
Word up.
Word Up magazine.
Fun fact about Irize. So there was a time where I wanted to be a print journalist, and I wrote into Word Up magazine, and they published the letter, and I still have it somewhere. I have a cedar chest at home that has like a whole bunch of shit from like high school and early college in it that I just haven't opened in a long time, and hopefully what they say about cedar chest are true, because that's why all that shit is in the cedar chest. But yes, I wrote to Word Up magazine. I have that letter. I wrote to former owner of the 76ers, Harold Katz, and I was suggesting that we retire number 6 across the league, not just in Philadelphia, because I very much so love Dr. J.
Julius.
I got the letter that he wrote me back in. Like I was a letter writing motherfucker. That's one thing about me. And even today at work, that's part of the reason why I became a shop steward. Because at my job, one thing about me is they hate to see a fucking email coming. I definitely like, and it's always funny because I guess because my in-person persona does not match how I am at work. You know, I have a customer service job, so like, why would the ratchet Irize be working? Why would the ratchet Irize show up unless you bring her forth? So at work, I'm always like, you know, da 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 da. Then I'd be like, oh yeah, y'all not gonna keep sending these 59-year-old knees up and down the steps, and then they'd be like, oh yeah, we forget you're always talking about you're old. No, I'm not always talking about it. I'm just reminding y'all motherfuckers that sometimes
That's two of the same, ain't it?
like, sometimes like this whole walk down this long ass hallway is a little bit more arduous on me than somebody who was born in the 90s. That's all.
That was good too. You bring out your Stephen A. Smith on it too when you do it too. It's rather arduous on you. That was dope. That was dope as shit. That's how you gotta do it though. If you want to reach a certain.
I said I wanted to be a journalist.
I can dig it. It was nice. That was nice. But listen, how was your weekend though? We're a little late getting on the air, but hey,
you know,
bear with
I
us a little bit.
You know, I don't like to be just a
I
talking
appreciate
head,
it.
especially when weird shit be happening in the government. You know, I will start.
I appreciate it. Thank
That's
you.
why
Because
I'm
I
gonna take a
overslept a little bit. My bad. I had a great weekend.
I'm gonna pour my drink before I tell you. You know what? Did I do much this weekend?
Yeah, what you do?
I was actually off. Friday was the parade.
Yes, it was. Happy Valentine's Day to you lovers
Friday
who wore
was
green.
also my daughter's
Goddamn.
13th birthday. I am now the proud parent of a teenage mini version of me. And
Happy,
this is why we drink.
happy belated birthday to her, your mini version.
Yeah, so you took your whole shot. You showing off for Aquarius season.
Corlejo.
So I took her and 2 of her best friends to Nine Ting, which is a hot pot in Chinatown.
Okay.
I told you she's on to the whole Asian culture. So there were 13 of us there, my mother, my father, my younger sister, her family, including my brother-in-law, my niece, my nephew, their best friend, their mother-in-law. It was a really good night. She enjoyed herself. So that's what I did for my Valentine's Day, because on Valentine's Day, I gave birth to a forever Valentine. So it does not matter if I have a Valentine. And, you know, I never really celebrated that anyway.
Well,
you know, the next day outside of being your birthday was Black Love Day. So
yeah, well, Valentine's Day is supposed to be the ones you're supposed to be the ones you love, right?
I will say,
So
for the first time in a long time, I woke up to some Texas.
You had some text.
I was like,
shit
word,
on Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day! Get the fuck out of here!
Someone
Look at
cares. Someone cares.
I said, look.
Shouts out to them
that.
for caring about Irize on fucking Valentine's
First thing
Day.
in the morning, open my eyes, like, oh wow, it is that day.
I got not a near text from nobody, and guess what? I didn't send one out either. So to hell with you, Cupid. I fuck with 112 anyway, man.
You know what?
Somebody catch that one. Don't even worry about it. It's my favorite song, though. One of my favorite songs.
Did you go to the parade?
Oh my God, did I go to the parade? The parade was epic. Shouts out to everybody who was down there in that mess of a parade that was so fucking glorious. The shit was crazy. I was actually on a Parkway. Did you go there?
No, that was the place. I got close a couple times, but so you know me, I'm always in hustle mode. I put on the Lyft rides was like 120, 150%.
Ridiculous.
So yeah, like I literally made money for dinner, and the bill was like $500 something. but I made money
That's
from my
what's up.
portion that I had to cover.
That's what's up.
Lifting the morning
Smart.
before the parade, and not only that.
You're a
See, here's
genius.
the advantage of having a Lyft driver that knows the city. I picked somebody up from up this way, and he was like, "I'm just trying to get close to the Parkway." He was like, "I'm going to meet my peoples." He was like, so he put in the address of Broad in Hamilton. I'm like, bet. Plus, that's down the way. I can go home. That's what I kept saying. Every time I pick somebody up, I was like, I can go home. But then as soon as I drop them off, there should be like a $50 ride. I'm like, yo, I can go home later.
Yeah.
So we get to Broad in Hamilton, and he's on the phone, and he's like, "Where you at?" And his people's is like 20th Street on the way to the liquor store. And he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna try to make my way over there." Now he's traveling with his 2 sons. Like we had a dope conversation, just like all the way down. So I was like, "I'm gonna get you close." I said, "Cause I know this neighborhood, and one thing I know from already being down here is there's no traffic on Hamilton. I mean, there's no traffic on Brandywine. There's no traffic on Wallace. There's no traffic on Green going towards Broad Street." At least up to 20th. I can get you to 20th. After that, I'm getting the fuck out of here because I'm not getting stuck in traffic.
Yeah, because people was definitely getting stuck in that shit, man. It was
stuck
wild.
in traffic.
It was crazy.
So I dropped him off. He was like, yo, he gave me a cash tip. He was like, that was dope. He was like, thank you. Put on my fucking right turn signal, went up, got back to Broad Street before another ride came. It was like going towards home the other way, like the Fishtail way. And I was like, bet. So I went to go get the boy, and he was like, I'm by the Church of the Latter-day Saints. Like, nah, bro, I'm not making it in that circle. Like, listen, you meet me at the corner of 16th and Callawhill, and we can do something. He decides to go to 18th, but even still, and I got him home so fast, he actually ended up changing his destination to, like, going towards, to East Falls, like, just past Abbotsford. And he was like, yo, that was the fact. He was like, 10 people canceled on me, and it kept saying like it was going to take forever for me to get home. Got him home in 20 minutes.
Yeah, because GPS don't know.
I went home because I wasn't trying to get caught in no traffic, and since I had escaped the traffic, I thought it was dope. So I had a good Friday night, spent all that money eating dinner with my daughter, and was up back trying to hustle again on Saturday. Saturday was a partial self-care day because I never made it to the pedicure and manicure, but I did get my lashes done.
I fucking didn't either. I was supposed to do that goddamn all weekend. I still didn't go. I fell asleep today.
You were supposed to call me to pick up your treats.
Hey,
too,
listen, I fucking fell asleep. It was a lot going on. Shouts out to my kids. My birthday was Saturday. Shouts out to fucking me. Because it was my birthday.
Shouts out to you.
On the 15th. And my kids did everything.
They took you to dinner, right?
Oh, my God. My daughter took me to lunch first. She took me to Soraya.
That's the last thing we talked. You said, I got to see what time she has this reservation for.
Yeah.
And I'm going to call you back.
And I talked to her. And I was going, listen, I was supposed to get my manicure, pedicure, my pampering. I went to go play the lottery because on your birthday, you should play the lottery just in case you get lucky. You know what I'm saying? Just in case. So I played the lottery and all that. And then my daughter called while I was at the lottery and was like, she gonna come pick me up from there. So she came pick me up from there. We went to Soraya. It's fucking, if y'all never been to Soraya, like it's one of the best restaurants in the city. It's on like Frankfurt Avenue down near Fishtown.
Yes.
Awesome spot. Awesome time with her. She did everything. She took care of everything, me and her. So it was a daddy-daughter day, and then later, the rest of the gang, my other two, my brother, the twins, Maddie, everybody. We all went to Maddie, Ash. We all went to Top Golf. Okay. You see, I'm sporting my Top Golf hat right now. You know what I'm saying? Like Top Golf got some dope hats in that joint, so I went and bought one out of there. But that was a fun joint with my kids. Yeah, it was like playing Top Golf, yo. Top Golf is fucking it's not fucking cheap.
Oh yeah. You got a pregame for sure, or sneaker bottle. Pregame or sneaker bottling.
Yeah, after a certain hour, Top Golf gets fucking very expensive. Like, yeah.
I saw a little bro too. I made Valentine's Day treats since I was waking up to text and people was feeling all love. I said, let me make some treats for people.
You was definitely feeling love. You got some texts in the morning, so you felt good. Made some treats.
I made treats and I called little bro and I was like, Happy Valentine's Day.
You feeling good.
He was like goofy. But then I asked, was he in the crib? And he was like, yeah, he told me, I forgot what he was about to do, but I came around and then I had made some chocolate covered pretzels and I made some Rice Krispie treats and he didn't share none with you, did he?
Nah, because I was down the joint. I was doing all that fucking walk. I don't think I did that much walking ever in my life down to the parade. Like, from the way going up Fairmount. Oh, shouts out to Big Ray, too. I seen Ray walking up as I was walking up Fairmount. Me and Ray hooked up on Fairmount going up to the prizes, and me and him started walking. Shouts to the black ass Kareem.
I'm pretty sure you've done some walking.
Yeah, listen, no,
And
I'm
you just,
talking.
but just not at this age.
Yeah, it wasn't
That's
even the
what it
age that
is.
did it. It was the cold. Nike boots don't keep your
Listen.
feet cold. Shouts out to Nike boots. They some dope boots, them ACG joints, but they don't keep your feet warm.
That was
at
another
fucking
factor for me.
all.
So I was out early.
Damn.
Oh, I went to the gym twice now.
Yeah, I like that.
Once
Dope
this
shit.
week, so a total of 3 times. I went to the gym.
proud of
Got
you.
up, took my daughter with me
Very
to the
proud
Y.
of you.
Yeah, so that I'm trying to build that into my
Yeah,
routine because the Y open at 5 a.m. Who knew?
Yeah.
And instead of getting up and just scrolling Instagram for an hour, I could just go to the fucking gym.
Isn't that a wise way to use your time?
I'm like, I could scroll while I'm fucking doing.
There you go. That's what most people would
Thought
do.
about that.
Get on the stair. Fuck the treadmill though. Get on the stair joint. Do
So,
the
yeah.
stairs. and
Because
do
the
that.
motherfucking wind, understand, when you are an asthmatic, the wind literally suffocates you. And when you work at PHL and they don't know how to regulate the temperature for anybody, much less a lady of a certain age,
Mhm.
so at particular times of the day, you're like, who turned the furnace on? Like, who turned like, literally talking. And I'm the kind of person, I tell people all the time, high anxiety, ADHD, probably on the spectrum. Wasn't spending that kind of money to find out how goofy I am, according to my mom. So, you know, when I'm at work, people do shit in the most craziest situations. Yesterday was bad weather, case in point.
Oh, that shit was crazy.
It's already stressful. You stressed the fuck out. I'm stressed the fuck out. Every time I literally walked over to a computer, somebody would immediately walk over. So the first thing I'm thinking, because I have these conversations in my head and I have to get better with not verbalizing, because I have been brought into the office twice for people thinking they heard some shit that I said. And really, I said it, but I wasn't talking to you. And when they had to run it back on the camera, it was obvious that I wasn't talking to the person. I was mumbling to myself or having a fucking moment or, you know.
What a way to say fuck you to a person that not. I wasn't talking to you though.
No, this is the way that I say fuck you to people at work. I promise you, if you're ever boarding a flight, a regional flight in Philadelphia for American Airlines leaving out of Terminal F, I promise you, and I have friends that'll be in the airport and they'll text me like, yo, I was in the airport, I just heard your voice. I have a very distinctive voice. You cannot miss it. You will know it's me.
Mm-hmm.
People always say, I realize people are going to interpret what you say, no matter what you say. That's why they say there's your side, my side, or your side, their side, and the truth. Because everybody's side is going to be from their perspective. So the absolute truth just looks different to each side. People will come to you. I can say something like, your flight has been delayed due to weather. Weather at the destination. It don't matter if we don't have a crew. It don't matter if we don't have a plane. Where you're trying to go, we can't land there anyway. So the delay is due to weather. I can then say, I'll give you more information or update as soon as I have more information to update. But right now, this is what I know. This is what I know.
Mm-hmm.
For somebody to walk up and say to me, so what you're saying is, when the plane comes, like, how did you get there from I don't know what the fuck is going on? And I'm going to give you information when I find out what the fuck is going on.
It landed, but it went in and got, like, disrupted when he tried to
So here is
what you would
and this
say.
is what I mean by, you know, when I'm being an asshole, we have a microphone that I make these announcements on.
Mm-hmm.
You stand in front of me, you say some dumb shit, I take the microphone off the wall, I look you in the eye, I hit the button, and I repeat the entire message so that you can, while I'm staring you in the eye,
That's
real. Hello.
That's real.
We're making love
asshole-ish.
right now because you're going to understand me. I say exactly what the fuck I just said 5 minutes before in such a professional manner. No, for anyone who does not understand what I meant when I said that at this time your aircraft, or rather your flight, has been delayed due to weather at your destination. Yes, we are waiting on your aircraft. Yes, it is scheduled to leave. No, it has not left yet. And
See.
yes, I will let you know when it gets boarded for departure. If
See.
you did not understand that, I will give you more information in about 15 minutes, or I'll update you every 15 minutes, even if it's just to tell you that I still only know the same thing. Thank you, and I apologize for the inconvenience. And then I put the microphone back on the wall. That's what I do to be an asshole.
At that point, right, you do that. I will put my middle finger up at you like my man did at the end of on Juice when he lost the DJ battle. And he put his middle finger up at my man on the DJ joint.
I mean, I'm sure there are some people. See, here's the thing about people.
Like,
I'm sure there's some people that want to do that, but generally, when I do that, because it's a comedy show in my board area, because if y'all gonna be depressed and mad, the last thing you're gonna do is take that shit on me. You know why? Because I'm gonna make you forget that you're stuck. I'm gonna make you forget that you're stuck in the airport, at least till 9:30 p.m. before I hit that fucking clock to go home. So people probably want to do that. But the other people that board in the area usually laugh or giggle or point out that, like, she literally just said that.
I'm quite sure a lot of people want to put a middle finger up at times in different situations.
There's the people that's like, oh, nobody. My favorite is the people that say, nobody said anything. Like, they missed their flight. I was here the whole time. Nobody said anything. So what you're telling me is that 47 people heard all of the announcements that I'm required to make verbatim, and you didn't. So nobody told you anything?
Yes.
Not even the announcement that I made in the terminal overhead where I called you by name and said to please report to the gate because we're in final stages of boarding for on-time departure. You didn't hear any of that?
No, forgive me. I didn't hear none of that.
So I'll repeat that shit back just like that. Before you are ready to engage with me and think you're about to belittle my intelligence because I have a customer service job, because that's a lot of it. That's what it is. I need you to know and understand that you have come to fight a battle, but I am here to win the war. That's why I really repeat, because people really think they're saying something until you say back what they said in a way where they're like, that's the dumbest shit ever. I'm just repeating what you said.
There you go.
I'm literally just repeating what you said.
Sounds a little different when somebody say it back to a person sometimes. So
you know what else sounds a little different?
What's that?
The idea, like, shout out to having days off work for the people who didn't work today and the kids who didn't have school. Today is President's Day in honor of a lot of our greats, specifically due to their birthday.
2 of them. 2 specific ones.
Shout out to George Washington, who owned over 600 slaves.
My man.
And 123 of the 317 were actually at and living and working at Mount Vernon in 1799 when he died. Shout out to schools for teaching us that George Washington had dentures made from wood. By skipping over the part that he initially had dentures made of his slaves' teeth and not his dead slaves' teeth. He forced these motherfuckers to take the teeth out of the mouth of strong black men so that he could have a full set of teeth. So shout out to George Washington on President's Day. Yeah. Jefferson. Shout out to him and all his fucking slaves who made all this fucking... I'm just saying President's Day because we honor all the presidents.
I know
Andrew
George
Jackson. Now I understand why they was caping to get this nigga off the $20 bill, because he was fighting to increase his number of slave and ownership. You know what I mean? Martin Van Buren, shout out to him for being conflicted and only owning one slaves and often hiring indentured servants and slaves to do work rather than just fucking enslaving them. You know, James Polk had some slaves, John Tyler... James Monroe. James Monroe had slaves various times through his adulthood, and he freed at least one. So shout out to him for going to conscience at some point. James Madison had over 100 slaves. There's some people in my family last name Madison. I'm looking for these brown niggas for sure.
I think everybody had slaves back then.
But there are some people who are not. They have come over from the islands, from Africa. There are people who can trace their lineage back to somewhere, a direct freed person.
That's dope,
but and that is so fucking dope. But I feel like, I know for a fact that on my dad's side, they were sharecroppers. I just don't know, like, what was before that. I'm pretty sure it's slaves. But I just need to find out who owned us and where my papers at, because...
Fuck President's Day. Shouts out.
That's what I was getting at. Fuck President's Day in this Black History Month, and we are on the 17th day of Black History Month. Yes.
I'm only going to say this, but before I say this, because I always forget to do certain shit when I come up here because we be live on air. So before I forget this, I want to give a shout out to everybody who wished me happy birthday on my birthday. I love all of y'all. Thank y'all for happy birthday wishes, and everybody who made my birthday like a happy day. Thank you. Appreciate it. But, all right, my birthday was Saturday. Today. Do anybody know who birthday it is today?
February 17th?
Yes, February 17th. And we going to all give him a shout out.
Are we?
Fuck yeah.
I'm like, are we?
It's Michael Jeffrey Jordan's birthday today. Shouts out to the fucking GOAT.
Michael
all you
Jeffrey
LeBron
Jordan.
people talking that bullshit.
Shout
Get
out to the
fuck
hoop
outta here.
earring king.
Shouts out to the GOAT. I
Shout out
always
to the
fucking
Hoop
loved that.
era
Me
and
and him was
King.
Aquariuses.
Aquariuses.
I
It makes
just
sense.
knew it was something special.
It definitely makes sense.
Shouts out to the GOAT.
Special
Happy
for
birthday
sure.
to you, Mike. Send us some fucking sneaks over here at Glockaware anywhere. We'll
Not
appreciate
send
it.
us some sneaks.
You got tons of them. Goddamn, come on, just send them. It'll be all right. Cool. Fuck.
So,
Sponsorship.
you know what else is happening in the world today? Tying it into me and my fucking strange days at work.
What's happening?
One of the issues I had yesterday was on a delayed flight going to Toronto. I woke up from my nap and guess what?
Drake was there.
Nigga.
Oh shit.
A United Airlines flight crashed into the Toronto airport upon landing and landed upside down.
Damn. I ain't even see. I've been
Icy and
weekend.
windy, and I'm telling you,
Damn.
these planes, the aerodynamics is the reason why you don't be seeing birds outside trying to make it no motherfucking where when the weather is bad. What's the difference between this metal bird? I also learned, I relearned something this weekend. There were 3 children aboard the planes on 9/11, 3 middle school children. They were young, 3 black children that were traveling with their teachers for educational purposes before their plane was hijacked and crashed into, was that the Pentagon?
Mm-hmm.
And you know, my Black History Month deep dive and searches, somebody was doing a shout out to them, and I thought that was dope. I was like, oh yes, remember all the black children during this Black History Month.
Man, Black History Month. We should have gave you some fucking Black History facts every fucking time we came on here.
We have been given all kinds of Black History facts, like just without specifically saying their Black History facts.
That's probably what it is. We probably drop jewels all the time.
You
know
know,
what I'm saying?
all you gotta do is just
definitely.
let me pull up my motherfucking Instagram
Rise,
because
we
I
only
drop
need
one
like
every
one or
day.
two, all right?
No, I'm just gonna do one. Like
drop a
I
one.
do
No,
one.
you actually did though, because you
do
just
one every day.
listen though, you just did because you dropped one, even though it was President's Day joint, but it was sort of like a Black History.
Oh yeah, because
too.
American history is
you know what I'm
definitely
saying?
Black
It's
history.
Black History. Yeah.
Like my favorite is finding these memes where they talk about people a day in the life of someone without black inventions. And like this one girl I was watching earlier today, she's like, so I got up and went to cut on the light, and then she flicked the light switch and it didn't work. Because yes, although a white person might be credited with inventing electricity, it's the black person who made the light bulb. And like, so she went to do like through her day where like all these things were missing in life because a black person never invented them. It's supposed to be like the wake up call for white people.
Yeah.
Because you know white people don't be paying attention. They think they think so much above us.
Yeah.
And I did find like this quote from Lyndon Baines Johnson, former president.
Lyndon.
LBJ.
LB.
Yes, he was asked why poor white Republicans repeatedly vote against their own best interests, and his response was, if you can convince the lowest white man he's better than the best colored man, he won't know you're picking his pocket.
I heard this quote.
Hell, he'll give him someone to look down on, and he'll empty his pockets on his own. And that shit is profound because that is exactly what is happening.
That goes across the board with human beings, everybody. That plays a part on everybody on that one. But they used it specifically on
Shout out to the meme I saw about Aquariuses and Valentine's Day and how like people be celebrating anniversaries and birthdays, and the Scorpio is going to be born in November. Thanks to fucking Valentine's Day. I saw this video where this white boy posted this video, said shout out to all the little white babies named Saquon going to be born in 9 months.
Oh man, they definitely going to be named Saquon.
Cooper. Little girl's named Jalen.
Barkley in the middle names
Saquon
and all that
Cooper.
shit.
No, it's going to be like Saquon Cooper. Yes. Yes, Saquon Cooper.
Shouts out to everybody who been fucking this whole fucking month for the Super Bowl.
just Aquarius season. And it's funny because I never thought about that. My son is a Scorpio, and he was very much conceived in like the blizzard of '97 or some shit like that.
Ironically,
or the blizzard of '98 actually.
Ironically, I've gotten none. Damn, and now I'm Aquarius, and it's my fucking month.
That's okay. It's okay.
Fucked up, man. Come
Your
on now.
time is coming.
Help me out.
Your time is coming.
God damn.
Not help me out. Not you sound like you begging.
Throw me a fucking lifeline. God damn. Come on. Shouts out to all. Shit, what y'all like 4-1 men to women? God damn, come on.
Is that what it is?
I'm over.
Or you just pulling numbers out your ass because?
I mean, I always heard something. It got to be at least 2-1.
Something. It is something ridiculous like that though, and then you factor in all the non-factors and.
There you go. All the other factors and that comes along with men these days. I think it's about 5-1. So, with that being said, like, goddamn, I'm only one person.
We
If
gonna
it's
do
five
it.
to one, help me out
We
here.
are going to. We know we should do. We should do a dating show for you.
Yeah,
We should definitely do that. We should
True.
solicit for a dating show.
we going Dutch
I'm gonna
though.
get Nisha involved
'Cause I don't even
it's
know y'all.
almost my girlfriend's birthday. Her birthday is tomorrow. Happy
Yeah.
birthday, Marnisha. I think she's traveling right now, but you know she has this idea for a dating show. We want to do a dating show. I think we need
Shouts
to
out to
try
Marnisha.
to
Her
hook you
birthday
up.
was yesterday.
No,
Yes, her
The
birthday the
16th?
day after
I
mine.
thought her birthday was the 18th.
No, day after mine.
Oh well, shout out to
Shouts out to
Marnisha.
Marnisha.
I know she got on the plane yesterday.
Yeah, I forgot on her birthday.
She
Yeah,
got
her
out.
birthday. Yeah,
She hit me. She was like, "I'm sitting on the tarmac." I was like, "Oh, you made it out of town? Okay."
that's what's up, man. One day I'm gonna make it out of town.
Not one day. I'm gonna make it out of town.
Yeah, one day, you know.
Where do
I'll
you
be-
want?
I'll be
Where
trying.
have you? Where do you want to go that you have not been?
I want to go where everybody go. I want to go to the DR.
I about to say, you want to go?
Shouts out to
Everybody, you want to
everybody
go to
who go to
Boston
the
to the
D-
Cheers bar?
To the DR.
Oh, DR. You know what's funny? I have not been to DR either yet. I've been to a bunch of islands. I've never been to.
I've heard a lot about the DR. I heard they like some real giving people over there.
Oh, here you
Like
go.
they, you know,
Here you
they
go.
they real accommodating.
I should have known it was getting bad.
I was.
I should have known.
I'm a fucking man at the
Should
end of
have
the day.
known better
It
than
always
to waste it.
it's always gonna come full circle. But no, that was all bullshit.
You
I don't
say it's
really.
me.
I'm not really
You
hyped
say
to go
it's
to the
me.
DR. That was just some bullshit. I would rather go to like fucking
So what?
Arizona and see some
Oh,
mountains and shit
So
like
me and my
that.
friends
like,
are going to try to plan like a
Maine.
girls trip to Arizona to do like a spa.
yeah,
Because
shit
Arizona
like
has
that,
nice
like-
spas and it's hot all year long. But one of my friends, she's planning a trip to Fiji during Fiji
Oh, that's
week.
gonna be
I think it's like
crazy.
October. I told her I gotta see if I can come up, hit a number, rob
Yeah,
a
'cause
bank.
you got a fucking cruise coming anyway. You got a birthday
Yeah,
thing
I had
going.
to fucking
Your
rob Peter
goddamn
to pay
self.
Paul for that shit.
Yeah, man. Hey, listen.
Like,
Pete-
rob Peter. Yo.
Peter used to getting robbed because a lot of people don't put their heads in Peter's pocket. to get the
Every
money to Paul,
fucking month.
goddamn. That's been going on forever.
Speaking of putting hands in the pockets and robbing people, how do you feel about all this access that President Musk has been given?
Hey,
I just know he's down looking into records at the Department of Education, which is a violation of everything I signed for student loans for. So forgive my shit. Like, I'm about to write a letter tomorrow. Y'all about to write my shit off because why does he have access to my personal information? And they trying to fire people in the IRS during tax season, y'all.
they actually
Bad
did.
enough if you claim fucking the child tax credit. They telling you gotta wait till the middle of February. I'm like, bitch, it's 28 days in February. The 14th is the middle of February.
It's
Run
smack
me-
dead in the
Run
middle.
me my money.
It's only 28 goddamn days. If that's
I
smack
need
dead in the middle.
2,000 a week or some
Mm.
land. I'm getting my Pakistani on.
I told people like weeks ago on this joint, man. Everybody was talking about Trump. I keep telling y'all the one to watch is Elon. He the one he the one to watch, man. If you watching somebody position themselves to be the person that everyone is going to eventually have to come to. Every country is going to eventually have to come to them. They're making them way too powerful. You already got the most money. Now you giving them access to all kinds of shit. If y'all didn't know, this is the craziest thing to me right here. Do y'all know NASA buys parts and shit from SpaceX?
Why is this
Think about
man
that one right there.
interfering in our
Let's
government?
like think about that one right there. NASA buys parts from fucking Elon Musk company. It's fucking crazy right there. It should be the other way around. So if everybody hey man, Elon Musk is the one. The only thing that's really stopping him is that he's not a fucking citizen. He's not born.
And
here.
that's what's even
So
worse
that's
because
the only
basically
thing that's
we have
really
allowed
slowing-
a foreign person
and that's what's going to happen
into our
Yeah,
fucking domestic business. And on
Hey.
top of that, here's the crazy shit, like
Mhm.
what's super crazy. They got a lot of people, and I say they, I mean MAGA, Make America Great Again,
Mhm.
got people to vote because the foreigners are coming in and taking our jobs. And Representative Jasmine Crockett said something very profound. She said, I get it now. She said, the only thing I agree with y'all on is this. The foreigners are coming in and taking our jobs because he was sworn in on the 20th, right? By the 31st of January.
He was
That's
making-
only 11 days.
That motherfucker was
It
making
is
moves.
February 17th.
How he put you in check
You
in less than a
add
month 4
11
times?
to 17, you only get fucking 28 days.
He is
This nigga did a period worth of shit. like every 28 days. Like this nigga literally did a menstrual cycle of shit.
Yo, and
literally and
shit.
figuratively.
I told y'all months
like
ago.
This nigga
man,
went in like with the cramps and fucking shred the walls and tore blood.
He the one.
28 days of a cycle. And I'm like, that's crazy. We got 4 years. It was protests everywhere all over the world.
Fuck, they created.
I mean, especially all over the country. Protests everywhere about like, yeah, they talking now about how Democrats, Republicans, we don't trust none of y'all. But right now, that's not the problem. Man, fuck all that. Did you happen to see Saturday Night Live? Because you know I can go. I can go. Because you know I can go.
Saturday Night Live was hilarious.
Yeah, my cousin texted me. She's like, "You miss Lil Wayne?" I'm like, "Who said I miss Lil Wayne?" I saw Saturday Night Live. First of all, I commend them on being able to bring back such talented actors and former cast members for like a reminder of why that is the show has had such longevity and why it's important in culture. Like, I'm not going to be specific pop culture, this culture, just culture.
Yeah.
And Eddie Murphy does a superb Tracy Morgan, but we already knew that Eddie Murphy is very good at
pretty much whatever he fucking does is in that comedic realm.
Yes, that's one person I have not met that I would love to like have a conversation with. Not nothing deep even, just like, you know, I would love to be in a room and talk to Eddie Murphy, kind of like I've been in a room and talked to Dave Chappelle.
I hope he wouldn't have all that stuff in his hair though.
I wouldn't give a fuck. I'm not paying that. Yeah, I mean, I might, but I'm not trying. Like, I'm not trying to. Like, it's all different now. I posted a meme last week where I was talking about how the older you get and with maturity comes a different understanding of things, and it's because I was listening. I was in the car and the Melanie Fiona song came on. It kills me. And you know, when you have satellite radio, it tells you the year it came out, 2009. So I was like, this was my shit. And I started listening to the words like, yo, crazy bitch. But then I was like, damn, 09 was a wild ass year.
Damn, do I even remember
09 was a wild ass year.
I think I had it.
And I wasn't yet, I might have been early 30s because I think, my son was born in 98, 09.
The child was born in 09, I think.
And I was definitely, had my son at 23.
Yeah, Caitlin
was going on 10.
Shout out to my little one. 30s. She was born in 09,
Yeah, listen.
And she gonna kill me for forgetting.
Listen, I had a 3-year-old. I mean, 09, I had a 3-year-old and a fucking, I think he was 10-year-old at the time.
Yeah, Caitlin was born in 09.
But I just was, it's funny to me how, like, you hit a certain level of maturity of certain things, but then at the same time, there's certain things you just can't, you either can't get past, let go, or it's like, you have to move on in a different way, but you can't ever go back and revisit.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was listening to the words that it kills me, and I was like, this bitch is crazy. You want to call up a bitch and talk shit? I was like, yeah, that's definitely.
I'm going back to listen to that fucking song.
That's my shit. That was, you know what song is like that now?
What's that?
Left Eye. It's by, what's her name? Ruby or something, baby.
I know what you're talking about. She be talking, shit. She named it Left. That's a crazy joint.
She named it Left Eye because she talked about burning some shit down.
Hey, that shit was crazy.
Yes.
Yeah, shouts out to her. With a play on the fucking song title. That's crazy right there.
Not you said.
I don't think the estate of Left Eye would like that.
Honey Baby, that's her name.
Honey
Baby. Yes.
Honey Baby.
I set the shit on fire.
Yeah.
I'll burn it to the ground.
Yeah.
I get to blacking out. I cannot hear. I love that song, but it also reminds me that I'm 50. Like, that would have been my shit for sure 25 years ago.
Shouts out to all you crazy women.
That shit for sure 25 years ago, you might have caught me
that do dumb
riding
shit
around in my car and fucking blacking out.
To black out on men and then want forgiveness and all that bullshit.
I don't know.
Shouts out to you ladies.
I've never asked for forgiveness.
You women.
I promise you that is not the issue.
Fuck yeah.
I promise you that is not the issue. I take accountability for the crash out shit, but I'm just like, I did it. There's nothing I can do about it. I did it.
Yeah.
You did what you did.
Yeah. It wasn't fucking equivalent to
your
the
action
fucking damage that you just caused
might not have been equivalent, but
financially to me. I caused fucking emotional damage. You just made me lose a day of work and have to pay.
What's that her song, Damage?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. For sure. And as we all know, if you pay attention to Kung Fu Kenny, don't fuck with a Gemini. You go low, we take you to hell.
Yeah,
we will meet you there, and we can set the. We play a game of limbo with the shit.
Mm-hmm. No more
And we
slashing
will
tires
slide
and
all
doing.
the way under with an inch of the bar.
Yeah, hey, y'all do. Women push the fucking. Y'all definitely do push
Not just
the
women,
envelope as
specifically
far as.
Gemini. I know I have tested the limits of my diabolical, and I can go further, and that's scary.
I don't. Yeah,
I don't want to at this age, and I don't have a reason to.
You should.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like at this
You
age,
should.
I was
It's
at
not
work with my
cool.
coworkers. They're like in their 20s, and they like to tell me shit, and I'd be like, "No, you shouldn't do that because such and such." Like their crash out stories are crazy, so I tell them my crash out stories so they can compare and try to chill the fuck out. But the reality is, there are a lot of things you can't prevent people from doing. They have to experience it. It's that whole shit of you tell a motherfucker the shit is hot.
Yeah,
You just took the cookies out the oven, but the
Yeah.
motherfucker want a chocolate chip. It looks so gooey and
Yeah,
soft,
you
and you be
wanna
like, "It's
try it
hot.
anyway."
It's hot." They pick it up, they bite it, and they go, "Oh my god, it's hot!" Like
the
nigga,
cheese on
I
that
told
pizza
you
is
that.
fucking steaming.
I told you that.
Eh.
And this is where my younger coworkers and my friends who I love dearly, this is where some of them are, because we've had conversations where even my other coworker who's only a little bit younger than me, so there might be like almost a 10-year age difference with one, and then like a 20-year age difference with another.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like, she'll be like, "Well, I see what Irize is saying because such and such, but I feel where you coming from." And I'd just be thinking, yeah, when I was 30, whatever, I kind of was still like, at 50, I don't have the energy.
See, that's what a lot
At
of
50, I don't have the energy, and I'm more so going to figure out a way to fuck with your coin.
yeah. See, with age comes wisdom. So that's the whole thing.
I'm gonna fuck up your bag.
So that's it. That's the
Like-
thing with me. Like I think a lot of older people lose touch with younger people because older people start thinking like older people. Like you just have that mindset of older, and you forget when you were young the decisions that you was making or stuff that you was doing when you was young. So older people will be like, and it goes through generations. It happens to everybody. I'm not saying every older person, but most older people be like, why they doing that like that? Or this person is doing, or this, that. And you looking at the younger and forgetting when you was younger, it was older people over you that was saying, why the fuck are they doing that? Or like, that was something, this, that, and the third. So that you get, it's decent that you get tap in like that.
It definitely comes
have
with
that
age.
understanding.
That
You gotta
whole
have that
age.
understanding. Don't forget when you was younger. Like when you talking to somebody younger, like the mistakes that they made, it's pretty much them living life. Just give them fucking guidance and some
you gotta
advice.
chalk
That's
them up
it.
to that, and
Don't
that's
tell
what
them
I
like,
say.
no, you shouldn't do this.
No, I
and
never
you
tell people
shouldn't
that because I don't know what the fuck
listen,
you should do.
yeah,
You might
like, I don't-
crashing
yeah.
out might be what you need to learn
May-
another
maybe
lesson
what
on
you
why
need,
you
yeah.
should not have done that.
Yeah.
So I will never tell you don't do some shit, but I would just tell you.
Yeah,
my
I give you both
perspective.
sides of the coin. Like this
That's-
may happen if you do that, or this may happen if you do that. But hey, the decision is ultimately yours, man. I'm not going to say anything
I said that to a
about
coworker
it. Live
earlier.
your life.
We were
You know what
sitting in
I'm
the
saying?
car talking, and she was like, she said something. I said, well, me personally, I'm a person that, believe it or not, I said, I make the decision to do the things I do,
Yeah.
positive or negative.
Hey.
And I literally think about the consequences and the repercussions, the penalty or the
You should.
reward. If it's something negative, I sit and think about, is the consequence, if I have to pay the consequence, can I handle that?
Yeah.
If it's something that's going to provide me a reward of some sort, am I ready to deal with that? Is that what I really want?
Yeah.
Is that what I really want? Because people say, oh, I want this, but when you get that, you don't understand the complexity of everything else surrounding
what
that.
you just
So
got.
like I literally, and that's since I was younger, like I would do shit based on whether or not I could deal with the punishment.
Yeah.
Or the
that's how
beating.
you, that's how you, yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that's literally how I would think about it. Like, all right, if my mom hit me, it's gonna sting for like an hour, but we about to be outside for 4 hours. Unsupervised. Yes.
Yeah.
That beating gonna sting for about an hour and a half, but we about to be outside.
True.
Like just
Hey,
shit like that.
risk reward. You gotta go with risk reward fucking benefit.
I'm
There. Risk
definitely
reward. You know what I'm saying?
I used to tell people all the time, I'm not a ride or die, because what the fuck we gotta die for? I'm a little bit smarter than that.
Yeah.
So I'm definitely a rider, and trust me, if you can't figure that shit out, I'ma figure that shit out.
I think two heads, two brains should prevail. Like
Yeah,
we
'cause
ride,
what
we shouldn't be
gotta die
dying.
for?
Yeah,
Like,
we
what
shouldn't
the
be
fuck
dying.
we gotta die
Let's
for?
give a way to get the fuck out of this one.
Yeah, like what we dying for?
But yeah, though, shout out to all the younger people that's living life, man. Y'all making y'all mistakes, man. Y'all can make them, but just be be smart enough to learn from the mistakes. The stupidity comes when you repeat the same thing over and over again and you're looking for a different result. That becomes stupidity and insanity. So live your life. Y'all old enough, y'all young enough to make some mistakes. Y'all young enough to correct them too.
I know that sounds crazy.
The what?
The Dyers. Because like Kendrick said, it's a few solid niggas. Just a few. It's a few.
Yeah.
Few with it bitches. Just a few. It's only a few.
Yeah.
Because Harriet would have killed some of y'all niggas. I be looking at the comments that y'all be saying. I know it's a lot of y'all motherfuckers that think y'all know some shit or it sound cool or you got 1,000 followers and your opinion seem important. But some of the whack shit y'all been saying, Harriet would have shot y'all dead in the fucking woods and blame that shit on the fucking on the policeman, on the fucking slave chasers. She definitely would have did, because some of y'all simp ass niggas. Like I've been saying, like, there's all these boycotts and shit going on, and I understand them. And guess what? I don't be shopping at those places for too much anyway. So to not do it on the 28th is perfect, because I probably didn't plan on doing it any fucking other day. Like, at this point, I definitely say I'm crippled. I use Amazon a lot because Amazon got everything I need, and I can have it there within 6 to 10 hours if I pay 25. Like if I order $25 worth of shit, or it'll definitely be there the next day. I have ordered like soap and toilet paper because I didn't feel like going to the store. It'd been like midnight, and I wake up 7 in the morning. That shit is on
toilet paper,
soap, and toothpaste. Yes,
I can take a shit now.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like, there's certain things like, but like a lot of people. Like,
that's real convenience right there. That's real.
A lot of people, they're not really ready to give up their conveniences to really be down for whatever cause we need to be down for during these trying times. That's really what it come down to. Because I say it all the time. Just tap me on the shoulder when y'all really ready. Because I don't understand how it's February 17th. And when I say we, I'm talking about the Latinos that voted for Trump and got duped because ICE is at Abuela's house every other day. I'm talking about even the tired ass 92%. The 85%, the 80% black men, like the fucking the Democrats in office. I don't understand why we just don't storm the shit like they did January 6th. Bout it. Like, just let me know what time we meeting, because I will drive to DC for that shit. Because what is happening in the government?
Listen, we only a fucking month into the fucking term. Like, if y'all realize,
we are 28 days. We are a menstrual cycle in.
A menstrual
and this
cycle.
Nigga is bleeding us dry.
Yeah. Now we about to get fucked.
This is why I'm thinking.
The cycle over, and now we about to get.
And the babies that's about to be birthed is going to be fucking deformed.
Yeah. So,
drugged up.
What I do know is these motherfuckers know how to get money. That's what I do know. They into the business of getting money. And they don't care who they get that money from or who they run over to get that money.
Which is why we have to
if you know,
stop their money
you can find
and do these boycotts.
Yeah, if you can. But if not, you better go get some fucking money.
I will say, did you see that video?
Shit.
The dude, I think you asked me that I see it. I finally saw it where the dude went to Target and bought had them ring up $2,500 worth of shit, and then he walked away and asked her, did she know about DEI? That's not the way to do it. Let me tell you why. Because that girl making $9.75 an hour, who has to put that back, but the other girl making $9.75 an hour.
Nothing to do with that.
She
ain't got nothing to do with that.
She might need to know about DEI.
Yeah, like, that's corny.
But you also went to a Target in a kind of white neighborhood. Like, be real. If you go to a Target in the hood, black people work there. Brown people work there. Like, seriously.
Bro, my son and my daughter worked at Target, man. Like, come
Seriously.
on, man. They hired people.
And still are hiring people.
Like, young people. They hire young people. Like, real shit, they hire young people.
I don't know who hiring felons but the U.S., but I say if you're a felon, go ahead and apply for that job. When they ask you why you think you're capable and why do you think as an ex-felon you could do it, just be like Donald J. Trump.
Man, that was stupid as hell though, man. Like, come on, whoever did that, right? Somebody should just slap the shit out of them one time, I think, for doing that. Because that was that's you put all that work on. That's a lot of fucking work to put back. That's a lot of work.
And I, as a customer service representative, feel like that I have good composure and I'm able to. I might have lost my shit that day. I might have cussed, him the fuck. What do you mean I can get her to help me put that back because we don't know what DEI
Man, I got a
is?
vivid picture of that motherfucker in my head. If I'm that, when he come back in here,
I'm going right in the security office and be like, let me see what car he walked to. No, what car he walked to? Because the next time he come anywhere near here, we're flattening the tires every fucking time. Because again, I'm petty.
Be like a scorned woman when that motherfucker come back in here.
For
Nigga,
sure.
I got something for you.
Every time, every fucking time that he want to come in and use the phone in the bathroom.
Oh
no, stay out there with your fucking car.
Oh my God, man. Hey, listen, before we go to have you been watching anything lately on your show?
I just started watching Paradise. I just started watching Paradise.
All right.
Interesting. I'm only on like the 3rd episode, so I'll be ready to talk about that soon. I just went on Hulu and clicked Black Leads, and I finally logged into I didn't even know I kicked out of my Disney Plus. I logged into my Disney Plus to see what the fuck was popping over there, because I be waiting for shit to come back. Like I got the little science nerdy shit with me.
Yeah.
So I'm waiting for those shit. I'm waiting for the fucking
National
the
Geographic
Gilded Age
shit
to come back on HBO Max. But I don't know. As usual at 7 o'clock around this time, Tunnel Bangers usually be up. Poogies usually be coming in when we on our way out.
That's for damn sure.
So you know what time it is?
Y'all know what time it is.
To play some music.
For sure. We didn't even give, we got shit coming up. We didn't